I don't know what it is, but for the past like week or two, I've been in the mood for veggie pancakes. So this is actually going to be an experiment, and I'm kind of excited about it because I'm going to be making my own homemade chickpea flour versus buying it at the store when I can just go buy, which I did, bought a bag of dried chickpeas. I'm going to stick them in my freaking blender and blend them up to make chickpea flour. I'm sure any flour would work for this recipe, but I wanted the higher protein and not any processed anything as to stick with whole food plant based for this and oil free. So I'm excited to get this started. Oh, and then for the dipping sauce, I'm going to do like a Asian soy ginger type inspired dipping sauce for it, and hopefully it turns out good. So, yeah, veggie pancakes and a dipping sauce. I'm taking you along for the ride with me. Hopefully this turns out good. I'm excited. So, here we go. All right, let's get this freaking flour made. So I got my bag of dried chickpeas. I'm putting some in my blender. I don't know, about a cup and a half. I really didn't measure. And blend this shit up. I don't know if you just noticed, I put my hands up to my ears to plug them because that was so loud. But whatever, it did the job. Busted out my big ass mixing bowl and poured all that flour in there. And I had to play with my food because it was so finely ground. It was freaking perfect. Now it's time to chop up the veggies that I'm sticking in this big ass veggie pancake, starting with a ginormous head of green cabbage that I'm just kind of cutting into ribbons because I wanted it to just kind of help it stick together. I don't know, it really didn't matter, but I wanted to cut them up in ribbons. So after adding all that to the bowl, I had a bag of already washed and chopped broccoli florets. So I just pulled some of them out and rough chopped the shit out of them to add to that. So it's just kind of pulverized, but it worked. And then I'm going in with a whole bunch of carrots. I don't know, I had like 5 carrots, but 2 of them ended up going in my mouth before they made it into the bowl because yum! So I cut off these little end pieces and gave them to my doggy because he loves them. And then, yeah, those are my little snacks. Ah! So then I busted out my little 1990s grater here, careful as to not lose a knuckle, like I've done before. And then, of course, put all that grated carrot in with the other veggies. And there's one more veggie that I'm adding to this concoction, and that's a stinky-ass, delicious, good, healthy-for-you red onion. But you know me, and I hate chopping onions, so of course I had to bust out the onion goggles. See, look how silent I am with those bad boys on. But it's so helpful because I don't cry like a sissy girl. And, of course, I have to put on my Michael Jackson glove because my hands stinky with onion. Yeah, there's a whole lot of nope going on there for me. And the glove because stinky onion hand for like 4 days after chopping onions? Yeah, fuck that. Alright, let's season this. So I'm going in with some onion powder, and of course my little smiley face because I can never tell the tops apart. A little bit of garlic powder here. I'm not measuring, just kind of adding, and a little bit of salt. I don't know, a teaspoon there, roughly. Oh, and some fresh cracked black pepper. Busted out my whisk and mix all that up. Glove up both hands this time because I'm going in and that's how I'm mixing it up. Little bit of water. I didn't measure. I just kind of, whatever, poured some water in, mix it up, get it to the consistency I want. Add all those vegetables in there, and then I went in and massage it, work it, massage it, get all that shit incorporated. Perfect! Put a big-ass pan over a medium-high heat, tested it with water to make sure it was one hot tamale, added a big old decent spoonful of shit to that hot pan, and I could have done these smaller, but whatever, I wanted a big-ass pancake. So I then took my little pancake spatula and smooshed it so it kind of got flat, a little bit more uniform. Put a cover on so it cooked, steamed after just about, about 5 minutes. Now it's time to flip. Oh yay, I did it! With the little pieces falling off. It got a little bit darker than I wanted it to be, but whatever. It was actually freaking perfect. And look at that big old fail right there. Idiot. Learn how to flip. Oh well, you know what? It didn't matter because I was just hungry for it anyway. Okay, well clearly I'm not a good flipper, but whatever, that's not what it's about. It's going to end up all gross in my mouth anyway, so moment of truth. I have to taste this because, oh my god, it smells incredible in here. I'm so excited. Okay. Yo. That's amazing. Oh my god. All by itself, as is, just like that. They're so freaking good, and no oil, and the flour, I mean, I can't say it held it together, but that was my fault, operator error, because I don't know how to flip things. But the taste of this and the texture of it and all those veggies with the garlic salt, onion salt, excuse me, garlic powder and onion powder, that is so effing good all by itself. Let's get this sauce made. This sauce is so easy to make. I make it quite often for other dishes as well. So the first thing I'm doing is adding, well, the rest of my low sodium soy sauce. I don't know, I'm not measuring here. So low sodium soy sauce, a little bit of this ginger paste. I get it from Aldi, but you can use ginger powder if you don't have it. A little bit of my pure maple syrup, just a little dab will do. A little bit of garlic powder with my little smiley face so I know what the hell I'm doing. Just a little sprinkle, and then this sesame seed oil, literally a few drips because it adds a tremendous amount of flavor. And then topping it off with some sesame seeds. And whisk it up, and that was it. Literally, that's how easy it is. Okay, I just stuck my freaking finger in the sauce to taste it. And that's incredible. So, with a piece of this veggie pancake, as I make a mess and it drips down my face. Okay, this is fucking incredible. The veggies, the protein from the chickpeas, yeah, this is a winner. I'll be doing this again. And this sauce, you saw how easy that was to put together. So I'm going to go shove all this in my pie hole, maybe even have one more if I'm still hungry. We'll see. And then maybe I might make room because I'm in the mood for something chocolatey, and I'm thinking some chocolate and ice cream. Stay tuned because speaking of, I'm so excited. I get so excited when it comes to food and playing in the kitchen. I found a recipe to make chocolate pudding out of a freaking sweet potato. So stay tuned. Please hit that like button. Subscribe for more fun fooding shenanigans with what I have coming up because I have a lot of cool shit in mind for you. And we're going to get and stay healthy together. That's what it's all about. In the meantime, thank you for watching. Eat clean, live loud, and I will see you in the next video.